Greetings to all. In this video, we are going to see about contribution of scientists in microbiology. In detail, we are going to discuss about microbial life, spontaneous generation, discovery of microorganisms and contribution of scientists. Members of microbial life. Microbiology is a study of large and diverse group of microorganisms including bacteria, fungi and protozoa, which are invisible to our naked eye but can be examined and viewed with the help of microscope. The size of microorganism is usually measured by micrometer μm. So 1 μm equal to 1000 millimeter or nanometer. 1 nanometer equal to 1000 μm. Spontaneous generation theory. Here we could see Aristotle, who is Greek philosopher and father of biology. He stated living organism can arise from non-living things, which means spontaneous generation or abiogenesis. Aristotle proposed spontaneous generation theory at 350 BC. For example, mice from grain, which means mice arises from grain and beetle arises from dust. Francisco Reddy, he is a father of parasitology. He stated theory of biogenesis, which means life arises from life. Francisco Reddy was the first who disproved theory of spontaneous generation. He also demonstrated an experiment that flies did not arise spontaneously from rotting meat. He disproved spontaneous generation theory. Francisco Reddy demonstrated a jar method to disprove spontaneous generation theory. In the first image, we could see the jar is uncovered and a piece of meat is placed in it. In few days of time, the maggots developed and the flies were observed in it. In the second image, we could see the jar is covered with a gauze and maggots were appeared on the gauze and flies were laid egg in the meat. And the third image, we could see the jar is completely sealed and no maggots were observed in it. From this experiment, Francisco Reddy disproved that flies did not arise spontaneously from rotting meat. John Needham, in the year of 1745, he boiled the broth which contained both plant and animal nutrient in it. He believed that the period of boiling would kill any microorganism living in the broth. After 3 days of period, the broth seems to be cloudy. He used a microscope to observe microbes present in the mixture. He concluded that life force, which means the force that gives strength. Lazzaro Spallanzani, in the year of 1769, an Italian Catholic priest challenged the work of John Needham. In his experiment, he used beef broth and kept the conical flask in sealed condition. After certain days, he does not observe any microbes present in the beef broth. From his experiment, he is concluding that microorganism will not arise spontaneously. It arises because of the microorganism present in the air. Louis Pasteur. Louis Pasteur is the father of modern microbiology and also a chemistry professor from France who completely disproved spontaneous generation using swan neck experiment. In the first image, we could see the nutrient broth is applied in heat and let the flask to sit. No bacteria is present. In the second image, heat is applied to the nutrient broth and he removed the neck and let it to sit. Bacteria is present in it. In the third one, he applied the same heat to the nutrient broth and let the flask to sit side away and bacteria is present in it. Here are the major contribution of Louis Pasteur. He disproved spontaneous generation theory. He coined the term microbiology, study of microorganism in microscopic size. He proposed germ theory of disease. He also introduced liquid media concept, which we use nutrient media to grow microorganism. He demonstrated the term virulence. ability of microbe to cause disease, and also the term attenuation means the reduction of virulence. Louis Pasteur discovered yeast fermentation in fruit. He also found different microbes gives different taste of wine. He selected a particular strain of yeast for high quality of wine such as Saccharomyces cerevisiae. He introduced sterilization technique and developed a steam sterilizer. He described pasteurization of milk and wine. He coined the term vaccine and also developed chicken cholera vaccine and anthrax vaccine. Discovery of microorganism. The existence of microscopic organism was discovered during the period of 1665 to 1683 by Robert Hooke and Antony van Leeuwenhoek. These two deserve the credit for discovering the microorganism in 17th century. In the book Micrographia, a small drawing by Robert Hooke, he described the fungus mucor species in 1665. Later in 1676, Anton van Leeuwenhoek also observed and described the microscopic protozoa and bacteria. Robert Hooke, he coined the term cell. He has done an excellent drawing in Micrographia in 1665. He also called mucor as a microscopical mushroom. Even he has illustrated a microscopic view of biological objects including sponges, wood, seaweed, leaf surface, air, peacock feather, flying wings, egg of silkworms, mite, a flea and a loose as well as of that of mole. Antony van Leeuwenhoek, he is a Dutch merchant. He is the first person to see bacteria, the smallest microbial cell. He also constructed many microscopes with single lenses. In 1676, Anton van Leeuwenhoek also observed bacteria from his own teeth, pond water, pepper infusion, saliva and feces. He named them as animalcules. He reported his observation in a series of letters, which is published in English translation in 1684. He also called as father of microbiology and also considered as the father of protozoology. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe my channel.